Tag-alongs, are you okay? Nurses, are you okay? Are you doing okay? I'm checking in here because we've had some pretty gnarly couple of weeks, couple of months. I don't know. It feels like we get from like one drama to the next drama, but our truck is fixed. Our rig is fixed. Hopefully we're not really sure about the propane.
Come on, tag along. Come on, tag along. Come on, tag along.
Welcome back to NOP. I am KRISTIN. I live in this 37-foot travel trailer with my family. My husband is a travel nurse and I am what we call a tag-along. And we have 3 kids and a dog, and we have gone all over the United States. How in the world do you balance the tension between being safe for you, for your family, for other people, and doing what you set out to do? You know, like we're a travel nurse family. We decided to live this life, to live out of an ordinary lifestyle and visit and explore and adventure together as a family. And so we're having to relearn and figure out what that looks like in a pandemic, a global pandemic.
Come on, tag along. Come on, tag along. Come on, tag along.
So this is my planner. I'm a nerd. Who else? Anybody else nerds and like have a planner that they love? I make a list of all the things that we want to see in that area, and that comes from your suggestions. So thank you for that. And I prioritize them based on how much like I think our family would enjoy those things. Then I take the calendar, and every day that John is off work, I'm filling in what we're going to do. I had all 6 weeks fully scheduled out from all these fantastic ideas that you gave us, and then another spike happened, another COVID spike. When we first got here, we got to go do a few things, but then it got a little crazy here in Nashville, and we decided for the safety of our family, our immediate family and our extended family that we will be seeing for Christmas, that we shouldn't go anywhere. So we're going to bring you 2 episodes, one today and one next week, of what we did actually get to see in Nashville, and maybe someday we will get back so that we can see some more. Tag-alongs in a pandemic, I feel for you. It is hard to find things to go do, mostly because they're either closed or because you don't want to be around a huge crowd of people. What we did was we found a lot of parks. There's several parks in this area that we were able to go to, and of course you can wash your hands, wear a mask, whatever you need to do while you're at the park and when you come home from the park. But at least like get outside and go, you know, like if you're in an RV, you don't want to spend 24 hours a day in a box. That's a surefire way to have like a lot of arguments and do the opposite of bringing your family close together. Turns out Nashville has some really great bike paths. Special shout out to Courtney Bergen. Thank you so much for emailing us.
There's a special tunnel under the ground.
There's a special tunnel. There are a ton of them around here. So we were on the section called Shelby Bottoms. Okay, so I did see the signs on the trail and they say Music City Bikeway, which is interesting because there's a lot of walkers today. I am rocking the messy mom hair look right now, but we are at Two Rivers Skate Park. This has become the kids' favorite spot.
Hi!
We gotta bust out our winter gear because it's like I don't know, 50 or something out. It's chilly.
No, it's like winter day.
It does feel like a winter day, doesn't it?
Mom, let's go to the other playground.
Okay, that sounds good.
You might have heard that I was down with the blues, but I can't give you more reason news. I'm on the road. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The bad days are gone, and now I'm on the road. Yes, I am.
Today the kids and I are hanging out at Moss-Wright Park. We're checking this one out, and we have Gretchen and Kevin to thank for this suggestion. They are a couple that was staying in the same park as us when we showed up here to Nashville. Unfortunately, we only got to chat with them for one night because they were leaving the very next day for a different RV park. We just wanted you guys to know, if you're watching, we appreciate the suggestion, and it is a fantastic park. We'll definitely be coming here more often with the kiddos. We are here at Cedar Hill Park outside of Nashville.
I'm on the road. Those bad days are gone, and now I'm on the road. Those bad days are gone, and now I'm on the road. Those bad days are gone, and now I'm on the road.
Well, we made it. We
It
finished
wasn't
it.
bad. That was a fun trail.
Yeah, it was.
That was fun.
And there is an offshoot that is like an expert level. We did not go down that way, but I think it's another 3-mile trek.
The boys want to go on
The
it.
boys want to go on it so bad. Maybe I'll send them, all the boys, on another day.
Maybe.
So there's a couple of things that are different about being a tag-along of a travel nurse in a pandemic. The first is that every day that they go to work, you know that they are dealing with some really sick people. And even though that risk was there before, it seems more dangerous now with COVID, and just, it's not so much if our family gets sick, but if we get sick and take it to someone else. That makes me really nervous. Every day when John gets home from work, he has a whole little like routine that he does, and none of us have gotten sick so far, which is great, but it is a different dynamic. And we joke around because we have this little running joke of, I call it the tag-along trifecta, where when he comes home, he can have 2 of 3 things. So here they are: a clean house, dinner made, and the kids in bed, because he gets home usually around 8:30. So usually I can get 2 of the 3, but very rarely all 3 things. And he never asks me to, but for me, I really try to make it a less stressful environment when he comes home, because I know he's exhausted and he wants to just relax. Even if we were going to keep our schedule and go do the things that we had planned on doing, it would have been too much. Make sure you're not scheduling too much extra stuff on their days off. Like, pace yourself if you can. Try really hard not to kind of like bother them while they're at work with junk you're dealing with at home. It can get difficult because sometimes the kids are like super unruly, and I just want to be like, and like text John and tell him what's happening. But the thing is he can't do anything about it from work, and it only just adds to the stress that's happening there. Or really puts me in my place when I find out later that while I am complaining about my children being unruly, that John is dealing with really heavy stuff at work. And then I'm like, why did I bother him right now? I talk to John almost every day while he's at work. Like, we message back and forth, but I will try and keep the conversation light and save the important things to talk about him when he's home and refreshed. And finally, holidays are a bit different. Usually if John is on contract, he's working the holiday, which leaves me in charge of trying to make it special for the kids. So this year for Halloween, we did a little tour of trunk or treats.
Queen bee in the house again.
All right, we got glow sticks and Halloween music and a list of places to go drive through. So, are you guys ready?
Yep.
We even have a drive-through trunk or treat for Smooch.
Then you look adorable. Hey. Hi.
gosh, you guys. That was so much fun. Okay, look at this. They hooked her up. So as a tag along, I am responsible for schooling the kids mostly. I mean, John helps too, but this contract was wild. It was 6 weeks, extremely fast, and he was working 4 12s a week. Those of you out there that are nurses, you know that's a lot. What we decided to do was to align our school schedule with his work schedule. We just did 4 days of school each week, and they were the 4 days that John had to work. Most of the time he wasn't working like 4 in a row. He would work 1 on, 1 off, 2 on, 1 off, another 1 on. It was very random. We just made sure that our school schedule aligned with his work schedule, and then when he was off, the whole family was off, which was really nice. Another thing that we got to do before we reeled it in was go to the Belmead plantation. We are at Belmead Plantation in Nashville, Tennessee, and today we are learning about how this is a different kind of plantation. It is not a cash crop based plantation. This is a thoroughbred farm.
You know, this is like Kentucky Derby Circuit, Triple Crown.
Yeah.
All can trace their lineage back to here. Like,
Yes, the
like
Secretariat and
Seabiscuit,
Seabiscuit.
several other of like these major winners.
Yeah.
All bloodlines come from this plantation.
Which is pretty awesome.
So,
And we did not want to leave the South without visiting a plantation. I'm really glad that we came to this particular one. We had a fantastic tour guide who answered a lot of our questions, a lot of our kids' questions. Something we learned about was this blue color that is painted on the underside of all of the porches, which is a common theme throughout the South, and it is a color that both wards off evil spirits, and it also protects it from birds and things nesting in it because it looks like the sky. Here's the thing. We really want to teach our kids about history, and we love being able to do it on the go wherever we go. And so this is a part of history that we've kind of skirted around, and I feel like from Kansas, like I didn't really explore that much, to be honest. And so we feel like we can't teach our kids about current modern day social injustices without looking at the birth of those injustices in our American history, and slavery is part of that.
behind us here is an example. Well, actually isn't an example. It is one of, what did they say, like 23?
Yeah, it was in the
I
20s.
think. Yeah, it was something in the 20s of the slave cabins that they had on this whole property, which at one point consisted as much land as around 8 square miles, so like 500 plus acres. This cabin is split in the middle, so there's like basically 2 rooms with a hallway where they would house around 8 family members on each side. Behind me is the Belmead Mansion, and this is the tour that we were able to take today. We really wanted to take another tour called the Family Tour that really focused more on the enslaved people here. Unfortunately, due to COVID, some of their tours were kind of cut down. The house in itself is amazing. It is I think she described it as the 18th century was all about one giant flex. It is, everything is gilded, everything is opulent and just super ornate. This is the stables.
Next week, we're going to take you to the Gaylord Opryland Hotel, which is like the epitome of a country Christmas in Nashville. It was fantastic. We can't wait to show you all of that adventure next week, so make sure you tune in then. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're a tag-along fist bump, I know it is not easy to travel in a pandemic right now, but it still is possible to explore. You just have to be a little bit mindful and careful about it. I hope you all have a safe week. We are traveling back to Kansas City right now as you view this video, so we'll keep you in the loop and we will see you out there.
Come on, tag along. Come on, tag along.